Peace. It's Miss Jerry again, the love lady. Because I'm the love lady, I've got to spread some love. I love all of you. I'm praying for all of you. I pray that God blesses all of you and that you have everything you need and everything you want. Peace to all of my family, my friends, my neighbors, and my connections all over the world. Shout out to my cousin Mance. Today is his birthday. So I'm quite prayerful that he is having an awesome day and he is quite healthy today because he's getting younger, like myself, and he's older than I am. I was looking at my calendar this morning and I noticed it said that September is Sickle Cell Awareness Month. So I thought I'd point that out, and people who don't know, who aren't aware, learn something about sickle cell. Okay? While being on my lives on Facebook, I got a request from someone, one of my connections, one of my Facebook friends' connections, and she asked me a question. I was talking about working on the proposal for grant money for the homeless shelter. And she asked me about grants to help people to fix their house who have cerebral palsy. She lives in Philadelphia. So if there's anyone who lives in Philadelphia and you're listening to me right now and you know of organizations that can help someone with cerebral palsy to fix their house and make it more accommodating, please email me the information or text me the information. She rents the place that she lives in, so that's another issue also, because the person who owns the property would have to make the repairs, so the money would have to go to the owner. So I think that might be an important thing to know. I have spoken before about this, but I'm bringing it up again. Someone said that they thought the name that I had for the homeless shelter wasn't that great. So I'm asking people who are listening to me, if you have a great name that you can think of to suggest for the homeless shelter, please text me or email me and let me know that it's a name that you suggest for the homeless shelter. And I see that people are still asking me to bring the homeless on camera. And as I said before, I broke my leg last year. I do not have a car. And I can't just go driving around and video people and put them on Facebook. So if you live in Philadelphia and you see someone homeless, ask them if they're willing to be interviewed, and you interview them and then send me the video and I'll put it on. I know there are places throughout the city where homeless put up tents, and I've seen it on other people's feeds, but I have not saved it so that I could send it out in my video or on my feed. So right now, the most important thing that I want to do as I've been saying on numerous occasions, I want a lot of money. So I'm asking you to donate money. The goal is to raise $80 million. I want a very big building. If you live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and you see a big building, write down the address, email it, or text it to me. The phone number is 267-403-4799. The email address is creativeeconomicopportunities@gmail.com. Our website is facebook.com/creative economic opportunities. So I will change my conversation after we have the money we need to either buy a building or fix a building. Rent a building. I'm sorry. Also, once we buy or rent, then we have to fix the building to meet all of the proper building codes so that we can put our homeless people in the building. So we've got to have money to fix the building. You just can't get a building and then start putting people in it. You have to fix it, and it has to meet proper building code standards. And then after we do that, I want that designer person to come in and make all of the rooms cute so that when the homeless come, that they will feel warm and welcome. That's the most important thing. We want them to think the place is beautiful and they love it, because coming off the street, they need to have their spirit uplifted first and foremost. That's most important. And as I said before, I was homeless once. I told God that I was going to start a homeless shelter and give back. And He gave me the plan, the strategies, the ideas. And of course, God is love, and He wants us to love. And I want the homeless to come in, and I want them to feel that love. So it's important that whoever is the designer can show in designing the rooms that they are loved when they come in, and uplift their spirit and know that they're in a good place. They're in a great place. They're in an awesome place, and that they will be well taken care of. That is so important. Once we get the homeless in the building, then we go through our program so that they can get everything they need, so that when they leave, they will be much better off than they were before they came. And the goal and the plan is that when they leave, they will always have adequate funds and they will never be homeless again. We want to break the cycle for those people who tend to be homeless frequently. We want to break that cycle totally and completely. So there's some uplifting that has to be done, some spiritual uplifting that has to be done. There is some teaching that has to be done. There's some knowledge, there's some understanding, there's some wisdom that they have to get before they leave. God told me, when I send them out, give them a written guarantee that says they will never be without money and they'll never be homeless again. In order for me to do that, I have to back that up. I have to back up that contract with doing the work that I have to do to make sure that when they leave, that I know for sure I did my job to uplift them to encourage them, to educate them, and to love them, and to make sure that they would never be homeless again. Now, short of something terrible like a flood, a hurricane, okay, something like that, all right, that puts a lot of people in a very bad situation all of a sudden, they're not ever going to be homeless again unless there's some act of God. Then again, some people say there are these machines, I think they're called HARP, and they're using these machines as a weapon to kill people. That's another story. Can't do a video on that one, okay? Because my concern is all about love and helping my homeless to not be homeless anymore. So I changed my talk a little bit today to talk about after our homeless get in the shelter. There's a lot of things that we're going to do to teach them. Obviously, we have to teach them about money management, about wealth. We have to teach them about various ways to make money. Oh, yes. If anybody is listening to me and you do any kind of home-based business, passive income, affiliate marketing, anything where you work from home, text me or email me about whatever you do. Please let me know if there's a fee, an upfront fee, and let me know if you can do it on a cell phone. I have people right now that can use a job, that can make money if they don't have to pay a fee, an upfront fee, and if they can work on a cell phone and they don't need a computer or a laptop. So I have people right now. However, quite a few of the home-based businesses or the passive income or the work-at-home kinds of businesses or the affiliate marketing, a lot of them you have to pay an upfront fee and you need a computer. That makes it difficult for some people who don't have the money and they don't have a computer. And like I said, I have some people right now. If you can send me information on something that you do and it's profitable and it makes money and you don't have to pay an upfront fee and you can use it on your cell phone, I've got people right now that can do that. I have at least 4 people right now. And I know that as I continue to work, I will come across a lot more people because, as I've been saying in my videos, we do have jobs in our organization. And the people I will hire, they will be trained to do the jobs. They don't have to already have the skill. All they need to do is want a job, and they're willing to learn some new skills. I'm looking for people to hire who live in a homeless shelter, who live in a drug and alcohol rehab facility, or they're coming out of prison and they need a job and they're having difficulty finding a job. So those are the people that I am looking for first and foremost. And as I've said before, we need our advisory board. We need professional people to help us to make sure that we set up our shelter according to all the proper rules and regulations that the city and the state and the federal government has. So we need people who can help with those kinds of things, those types of planning, budgeting, and things like that, helping to raise money. So we need those professional people to be on the advisory board. We need volunteers, and we need college intern students. And the volunteers and the college intern students can have varied backgrounds. A lot of things that I'm doing right now do require researching online, but there's still other things that we need to do. So we need people who have skills in sales, marketing, advertising, event planning, fundraising, proposal writing. So we need people who have those skills also. Those are very important skills. The college intern students, for those of you who make money for the organization, you can definitely be paid. So I keep repeating the same thing. We need people, we need money, we need a building, we need businesses, we need churches, and we need organizations to help. We need a contractor, we need an architect, we need a designer, a lawyer, and a certified public accountant that has experience working with a nonprofit. It would be nice if you also have had experience working with a homeless shelter, but it's not vital. As I said before, if you work in a homeless shelter, please contact me. I would like to ask you some questions. If you run a homeless shelter, I definitely want to talk to you. So please contact me. If anybody is close to Sister Mary at Project Home, I want to meet with her and talk to her and learn some things from her. So if you can help me get a meeting with Sister Mary, please do. She's very famous, and Project Home is very famous. A very large shelter in the city of Philadelphia, and a very awesome shelter in the city of Philadelphia. So I think that I've covered a lot of the good things that I wanted to say for today. I thank you all for watching. I thank you all for listening. I thank you all for liking my video and sharing my video. Make it go viral. We need to raise as much money as possible and as quickly as possible. This morning I took a bath. It was cold in my bathroom. I definitely had to put the heat on. So, knowing that there are people on the sidewalk in the cold, in the nighttime, it's cold, it's snowing, it's raining, we want to get them off the street. And there's a lot of homeless people in Philadelphia, and we want to get them off the street. I thank you for making the video go viral. I appreciate your time. I love you all. Be blessed and have an awesome, fantastic Friday.